Welcome, welcome, welcome. When you get in, let me know if you can hear me because I don't know what's been happening with my computer lately, but sometimes it just doesn't. Our topics tonight are: would you continue to take relationship advice from relationship guru Derrick Jaxn? Second part of that question is also: why did social media attack his wife due to the way she was dressed? Excuse me. Part two, number two, is the Asian community has been, excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping. The Asian community has been attacked due to being blamed for the coronavirus. And, oops, some people, it is blocked. Some people of color stand in solidarity, and some don't because of negative treatment from Asians in the past. What are your thoughts? Let's discuss tonight. When you come in, click share. Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Once you come in, click share. So, welcome to the Dr. Dare Show. We started a little early. We started 8:30 Eastern Time every Friday. We do topic hop. We usually cover two topics, and no, there's no wrong answers. Your opinion matters. You can talk. You can express your opinion. It doesn't matter if nobody else agrees. But yeah, we are talking about two topics. The first one is: would you continue to take relationship advice from relationship guru Derrick Jaxn? And second part of that is also: why did social media attack his wife due to the way she was dressed? And then question number two is: the Asian community has been attacked due to being blamed for the coronavirus. Some people of color stand in solidarity with the Asian community, and some people don't because of history of some Asians' treatment towards people of color. And those are the two topics that we are talking tonight. So when you come in, click share. I hope everybody had a great week. I did. It's a busy week. My weeks go by so fast because I'm busy. I actually like being busy. I've had some major opportunities this week. Hopefully they come to fruition. Yes, they will, and we're claiming it. But welcome, welcome, welcome. We've had some shootings. The Colorado shooting, I think that was that this week? That was the end of last week or this week. And then in Atlanta, right down the street where I just left from Atlantic Station, earlier this week, there was an armed man that came into the Publix, fully clothed and had several guns and anything. But we are safe and we are here. Thank God for that. Coronavirus is out there. Still, I hope you still are being safe and yeah, all of those things. So welcome, welcome, welcome. When you come in, click share. Let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully I'm not saying all this stuff. Let me just check on Facebook. But when you come in, click share. We have two hot topics that have been in the news all week, and we are here to talk about them. So welcome, welcome, welcome. When you come in, click share. I started early so that you could hear, to see if you could hear me. But yeah, our two topics tonight are, where is my video? Yeah. So two topics tonight are: would you continue to take relationship advice from relationship guru Derrick Jaxn? And that second part of that question is also: why did social media attack his wife due to the way she was dressed? And then question number two is: the Asian community has been recently attacked, with probably last year or so since the coronavirus came out. So they've been attacked because they've been blamed because some people were calling it the China virus. And so some people of color are standing in solidarity with the Asian community and some are not. And so we want to discuss that and your thoughts on that. So when you come in, click share. While I share this video, it looks delicious. So come on in. It is Friday night. I was going to say July. No, it's not July. March 26th, Friday. We are topic hopping on the Dr. Dare Show. When you come in, click share. I'm trying to make sure that people can hear me. So I'm trying to find my own video online, but it is not taking me there for some reason. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I go there. No. It is. So, welcome out there. Let me know if you can hear me. Again, we are covering two topics. Oh, what is this? Okay. Welcome. What a long week, though, it's been. Okay. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Your opinion matters. You can talk. Oh, yes, it is. It's there. Okay. Welcome. Hopefully, everybody has had a great week. We'll get started when everybody comes on. Whew. Yes. So if you're just joining in, please click share. We will start momentarily. Hopefully everybody had a great week. And there has been so many people clowning the love doctor got a taste of his own medicine is what I'm seeing on here. So let's see. Hey, Nicole Kelly, what's been going on? Hey, Kelly, did you see that our favorite place has brunch? They have pancakes. Hey, Karen, how are you? Karen got that new do. Get it? So our topics tonight are, we're talking about Derrick Jaxn and his, Kelly, you're blessed and highly favored. I was getting ready to say blessed and highly flavored. that's how tired I am. Yeah, you saw that vegan place with those pancakes. I know that's your favorite. Yeah, so we are talking about Derrick Jaxn. Tonight, our first topic is, would you continue to take relationship advice from relationship guru Derrick Jaxn? And also, why did social media attack his wife due to the way that she was dressed? And our second question, we haven't started yet, y'all, so we're getting started momentarily, letting more people come in. I love how y'all talk to each other. Hey, y'all. And the Asian community has been attacked due to being blamed for the coronavirus. And there are two sides to that, because some people of color are standing in solidarity with the Asian community and some are not because of past history, past treatment. Yes, Karen, long week. I think I've seen 20 plus clients this week. So I barely could breathe. Yes. Hey, Tony, Tanil. Yes, it is going to be an interesting topic because both of them are what everybody's talking about this week. I know I've seen so many comments about Derrick Jaxn. Actually, I have to be honest, I had never heard of him until this incident went down about him cheating with his wife. And then, so I had to go read up on him because I hadn't, I guess because maybe I'm not in a relationship, but yeah. So our questions, two questions. Would you continue to take relationship advice from relationship guru Derrick Jaxn? And I'll give a little background of who he is for those who don't, that were like me until I researched them, who don't really know what he's been doing or what he's about. And then also, I don't know if you guys saw this, but this clapback of social media attacking his wife due to the way that she was dressed. So we'll get into that one. And then the second one is the Asian community has been attacked due to being blamed for the coronavirus. The China virus is what that old administrations call it, which probably triggered half of this stuff. Yeah, but some people of color are standing in solidarity with the community, and some are not because of past treatment that they received from the Asian community. So we are on those topics. So let me give you a little background. Yeah, Karen, I had never heard of him either until all of this stuff happened. So let me give you a little background of what I read. It says Jaxn gained popularity in 2012 after he started a blog about the missteps he made that led him to lose his college sweetheart. Okay. And so Jaxn, after they reconciled, the couple started a family together and has made it a priority to share their relationship online. Jaxn has written several relationship advice books, post videos encouraging men to step up and treat women right. Ooh. Jaxn originally claimed he and his wife were separated at the time of the affair and posted and deleted a video stating he didn't cheat on her. But in the latest video, while holding hands, Jaxn maintained that his wife was not blindsided by these claims. She had known about them for a while because he confessed and even left Jaxn because of it. So I guess she left Jaxn because of it. So that's kind of the background. I didn't realize Jaxn backed him up. There's nothing out there that I don't already know, she said. I agree with the people saying that there is no justification for bringing other women into our marriage. When I found out about it, I left, said Jaxn. I did not come back until I saw a shift or change in his mentality. She has forgiven him, and they have started a new chapter in their relationship, guided by their faith. So that's a little background about Mr. Derrick Jaxn. Excuse me. Hey, Tanisha. Yeah, so that's a little background. So let's get started on question one after we learn that little background. Hopefully y'all heard that. So I'll read a little bit of it again for those who Jaxn gained popularity in 2012 after he started a blog about the missteps he made that led him to lose his college sweetheart. Jaxn is the college sweetheart, which is the girl who is his wife, I guess, right now. And after they reconciled, the couple started a family together and has made a priority to share their relationship online. Jaxn has written several relationship advice books, post videos encouraging men to step up and treat the women right. So that leads me to the question, would you continue to take relationship advice from relationship guru Jaxn? So what do y'all think out there? Do y'all think we should give him another chance? Because he has, it seems like since 2012, he has admitted that he's had these affairs, but I think the latest one is something new. And yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you think you should take advice from a relationship advice for someone who's, I guess, been cheating for a while? And what are your guys' thoughts? I'm glad y'all getting to know each other. That is so good. Saying hi. Well, half of y'all know each other already. But anyway, what are your thoughts? What are y'all thoughts on Mr. Jaxn? It has been a long week, y'all. Busy. This pollen is kicking my butt. Allergies, all of it. Oh, I like that, Tanisha. Hey, Darians. That's what y'all are called. Darians. Sabrina. Kelly says he's the typical manipulator who's in it for the money. Yeah, it just, to me, looking at their relationship, it seems like, I don't know. I could tell that, and I'm always looking at the dynamics of the relationship. It seems like he is the more dominant one. She's just like, I'll follow you. He seems like the more attractive one versus her, and I don't know if it's just the way she was dressed that day, because like I said, I didn't know who they were until I seen this. So Karen says, I think he deserves another chance. I would not take advice from him because he is dishonest and untrustworthy. So Karen, do you think you can learn from him? Because maybe those mistakes are educating him to be a better husband or to have the knowledge to know what the right things are and what the wrong things are. I don't know. And Nicole says he's going to do what is needed not to lose his followers, which means he'll lose money. And that's a good point, because then I started thinking, was this staged because maybe he was losing the traction of getting all of these followers? Maybe this is something that was needed to trigger more attention, more subscribers, more likes, more dislikes. I don't know. But I see this dynamic in relationships all the time. There is always one that's more dominant who can get the submissive one to do whatever they want them to do. They could cheat on them thousands and thousands and thousands of times. And that person, because they have low self-esteem, because they feel like they probably can't do any better, she's probably in it now for the notoriety that he's bringing to the relationship. Who knows? There's probably so many things. And Tanisha says, I wouldn't because he's a narcissist and seems to love being that way. Right. And I think he's that typical dominant person that he knows that she is not going anywhere and that she is just going to stay and do whatever. Because that is exactly how, even the body language of him gripping her hand and just holding it, and he's having all the conversation and she's just kind of sitting there like a puppet. Anyway, she did follow up a video church rant, wearing an army shirt. I saw a clip of that, but I didn't stop to read that. But she's still, I'm going to talk about her looks because we'll get there. Tennille says, no, because he is a fraud. They revealed that he was still cheating as of last week. Wow. And tried to stop his current mistress from talking. So there's more. Tennille, there's more people, more women coming out. I think I kind of heard a little bit of that. Interesting. And some people, y'all don't realize, some people have sex addictions, or I'm reading this book called Sexual Abuse Survivors, and a lot of people who've had sexual abuse, they go one or two ways. They usually have a lot of sex because they're, I don't know, they just have a lot of sex, or they go the opposite end and they don't have sex at all, or they disassociate during sex. But a lot of this stuff may be a sexual trauma or something that he has. Who knows? Therapy is always a good answer. Okay, let me see. You guys got a lot to say on this one. Come on, mouse. Okay, so let me make sure I didn't. Okay. And Kelly, what was she saying in that follow-up video? You said a church rant. And Tennille says he's still cheating. And so no. Yeah. Because I can see if you made one mistake, you learn from that, you wrote a book, you're building your knowledge, you're treating that person better, you're not a serial cheater or habitual cheater or whatever that looks like. But like I said, a lot of that stuff is sexual trauma that person has been through, and they don't even realize why they're doing the things that they're doing. I should have brought my book and I could have read a clip of it. Do I have it? No. Nicole Kelly says, I never heard of him before this and most likely wouldn't listen to him either. Me either. And like I said, I had to read up on him. So I didn't even know they were college sweethearts till I just read that snippet. And so he's cheated on her before, the same lady. So what does that say about her? Okay. And Tennille says, since the latest story broke, they both went silent. He is done. Oh yeah, he's gonna lose all that information. Because I've seen so many people, so many Black women like saying, oh my God, I'm hopeless now because I looked up to him. And they also threw in Steve Harvey's name for some reason. And they're like, oh my God, if Derrick Jaxn cheated, we have no hope. Do y'all feel like that? I didn't even know who he was. Karen says, yes, definitely learn from him. Maybe I read his books, but no one-on-one advice and personal advice. I agree, Karen, because maybe the first book. I don't know. As a therapist, I would be interested to read and see if I could see maybe why this is almost natural. Is it a low self-esteem? Is it a lot of people that cheat, they have low self-esteem and then when they get the attention from somebody else, that gives them that notoriety or that attention that they needed. Or again, it could be that they had a sexual trauma when they were growing up or whatever. It could be so many things. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe you could learn from them, Karen, by reading some of the books down the road. Good stuff. Tennille says yes, and the last mistress was pregnant by him. She had an abortion. I did hear that. She also hinted that he was aggressive and emotionally abusive. So that is something. Okay, so I'm thinking there's more. See, people on the surface, it may look like somebody that just habitually cheats, but there's some trauma there, I guarantee it, or something else that is triggering him to not be able to be happy with this woman. And a lot of people blame the person that's getting cheated on, but no, it's that person. There is something deep down within them that makes them feel that they are not satisfied with that one person and that they have to get attention from other people. And I'm telling you, if I could find that book, you guys would be so surprised at how sexual trauma plays out in different ways. A lot of people sleep around after they've had sexual trauma. A lot of people don't have sex at all, or have sex and then, they feel bad about it later. Or a lot of people just want to be in a relationship so bad, so they just take whatever that other person is giving them. So good stuff. Okay, so Tennille says, yes, the last mistress was pregnant by him. That's a whole different ballgame. She had an abortion, and she also hinted that he was aggressive and emotionally abusive. And I am not surprised on that note. Nicole Kelly says, talking about her shirt is the armor of God, and that her hat is the shield of many things, she said. Oh, so she was using like church. This is the wife. Kelly says the wife put out a new video, went on a church rant and said she was talking about her shirt is the armor of God and that her shield of many things, that her hat is a shield for many things. Interesting. What? What? Okay, Karen says it's their hustle, how they make their money. They are addicted to social media life. And Karen, that's what I started thinking. I'm always thinking about different scenarios when I see these types of stories. Like, for one, is it to gain subscribers and more income and draw attention to, maybe their brand was dying off and not many people were really chiming in and listening? Is this a stunt to, make that grow again, put them in the limelight? Because the videos seem very rehearsed. If you look at the body language of him, of course, I keep saying that he's dominant. He's the dominant one. She's just the follower, and he's holding her hand, and it's almost like I'm in charge of this. That body language tells me Derrick is in charge of this, and she is just following along for the ride. What do you guys think about that? He is the leader, and she is just following along for the ride. And then the church aspect that Nicole Kelly brought in gives me another perspective of church women are taught to be submissive to their husbands. This is why I don't agree with that all the time, because what if you have a cheating husband? What if you have a husband that has had sexual trauma when he was growing up, and his presenting problem today is how he handles that by having sex and can't be faithful and all that stuff. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Replying to Tennille Johnson, also majority of his videos were taped in front of her house as well. Oh, that's a scam then, maybe. And Karen says, what is done in the dark will come to light. It sounds like there are some deep-rooted issues, trauma in his life. And I agree. That's my thing. If this stuff is even real, y'all, this could be stunts just to get subscribers. And Tanisha says he really needs therapy. He was even critiquing himself in third person narrative of the initial video of him and him. Right, I saw that. I noticed that everything was in third person, as if he is disassociating from his own behavior. Like, this is not me. And that lets me know that there's some kind of trauma. This is being done for some reason. And, like I said, sexual trauma is deep. And Tanil says, you have to go to her IG. She is on another level. People sympathize with the wife until she tried to clap back with scriptures and kingdom talk. Oh, Lord. So she's defending him for his infidelity, which I'm not surprised. I mean, I could tell that she's like submissive, like even the way she's dressed is like submissive. Because I think a strong woman, and y'all quote me if I'm wrong, and this is the second part of the question, a strong woman probably would have got in a video and would have been dressed to the nines and would have said, yeah, he cheated. I gave him, hell for it or whatever. But she's just like, I'm going to let my husband. That's what I got from the body language. It's just that she was just, I'm following whatever he says, basically, So I'm going to have to check out her IG. Tanil says go to her IG to see kind of, her rant and how people had sympathized with her at first until she tried to clap back with scriptures. So what do y'all think about, on that note, the second part of the question is also, why did social media attack his wife due to the way she was dressed? What do y'all think on that? And Karen says she's along for the ride for the check. I agree. Money talks. And money is power. Money is the root of all evil, is what they say, right? What do y'all think about the way she was dressed? Because social media, they dogged her out. Oh my gosh. They really did. Because she was dressed just kind of homely, like a homebody. Like, as I said, he's all in his demeanor. He's strong, confident, letting the world know what happened. And he's gripping her hand, and she's there really looking I say homely. But what do y'all think about her dress? The way she dressed. Oh, Tanisha says money definitely does talk, unfortunately. Yes, and you're letting and I agree, Tanisha, and you're letting that control your marriage. I don't think it's about God. I don't think it's about any of that. Now you have gotten used to the money. You need the subscribers. You need the attention. Because once you have that, it's hard to let it go. And Karen says, from the bad acting school. Who is blowing their horn outside? From the bad acting school. What do y'all think about her dress? Did y'all see the way she was dressed? If not, go out and take a look at it and then come back in. But yeah, she was really dressed homely. Her body language was really weak. But they were dogging her out on social media, kind of saying, let's see if we can find some of the things they said about her, the way she was dressed. And so for y'all that just came in who don't know who Derrick Jaxn is, this is the little snippet I'll read. Jaxn gained popularity in 2012 after he started a blog about the missteps he made that led him to lose his college sweetheart, which is his wife, I'm assuming, Jaxn. After they reconciled, the couple started a family together and has made it a priority to share their relationships online. Jaxn has written relationship advice books and post videos encouraging men to step up and treat women right. Oh. And Karen says social media trolls will be trolls and they love to crush people. Yeah, because I almost felt like, Karen, that they were kind of blaming her for this whole situation, or they're almost saying like, because of the way you look right now is why your husband is cheating on you. That's kind of what I got from, let me see if I can find some, see if y'all can see that. Let's see if we can. Images. Can y'all see that? No, y'all can't see it. Never mind. So she don't care about her appearance or too many kids to attend to. Hold on. Let me go back up. I'm not the best dresser, but I know better than to ever show up on camera with my husband dressed like that. Right, Tanisha, that's what I'm like. It gave you, I mean, if you're just outside looking in, it gave you a dynamic of the relationship as who is dominant and who is being very submissive. And, yeah. Nicole Kelly says she don't care about her appearance because she has too many kids. How many kids do they have? Does anybody know right off? Let me see. How many kids do they have? That's an interesting question. And so Tanil says the mistress said he was always into looks and wanted her to be dolled up, etc. So why wouldn't the wife, his present wife, want his wife to present looking best? I think he controlled that situation. Hold on, let me put that up here so I can read it. The mistress said he was always into looks and wanted her to be dolled up, etc. So why wouldn't he want his wife to present looking her best? I think he controlled that. It made him look better, like he's not superficial. I agree. There was something to that dynamic of the way he was dressed and the way she was dressed. I really do. I think, like you said, Tanil, this was almost staged. Just crazy. Welcome, guys. If you're just joining in, just join in. We are all just talking and giving our opinion. Gaslighting, yes. And Tanil has posted the Instagram of the wife, the link into the chat area. So I'll show that. So if you guys want to check it out, that is, gaslighting, Karen, at its best. It is a mess. But yeah, they really, let me see if I can find anything about the clothing. Thank you, Tanil. That's the wife. It's up on the screen. That's the wife of that's the IG page of the wife of Derrick Jaxn. Yeah. There was some deliberate reason she dressed down. I agree. But you know what? Even in that army video, she was still dressed down. Is it because she just, no. It could be either she just don't know how to dress or it's something staged. Something is fishy about it. I agree with that, though. Anything else on this topic? Karen said a hot mess. A hot mess indeed. Yeah, so if you're just joining in, number one topic was, would you continue to take relationship advice from a relationship guru, Derrick Jaxn? A lot of people said no. He's cheated several times. And he's still cheating according. And then one of the mistresses, someone said that she had an abortion. So it's deep. And then also we talked about why did social media attack his wife due to the way she was dressed. I thought about the dynamics of the relationship, and a lot of us agreed that it was probably something staged. Yeah. And a lot of us didn't even know who he was until this incident. So this whole thing could just be a stunt to bring in more subscribers, because guess what? It's got us talking about it. It's got us paying attention, finding out who he is, looking up his page, because I did all of this, looking up the wife's page. So it could have just been a stunt to get more people to get to this page. So we'll take it as that. Good evening, everyone. Oh, I don't went back. Sorry. Let's see. There was some deliberate reason she dressed down. Yeah, it's a hot mess. She looks. It's sad. It's horrible. Any more comments on the Jaxns? Let's see our next topic. I'm curious to see what y'all think about this topic. So we're on topic number 2. If you still have anything to talk about on the Jaxns, just chime in on that. We're going to topic number 2, and I'll put that up on the screen by itself. And it says, the Asian community has been attacked due to being blamed for the coronavirus. Some people of color stand in solidarity and some don't because of the negative treatment from Asians in the past. What are your thoughts? And so Karen, we're still on, she's on number 1, which is fine. Derrick Jaxn, we're saying, yes, they will get more traffic on their pages. Exactly. And this may all be that, or he is a habitual cheater and there's some sexual trauma or something in there. So, yeah. And then Tanil says he lost his credibility. Now everyone has moved to Kevin Samuels, the anti-Derrick Jaxn. Okay, so we need to look up Kevin Samuels. We need to go to his page because Derrick has probably ruined his career. Because you can only do that for so much, and then people lose interest because they realize, maybe you don't have it together. Maybe you're not the relationship guru that everybody thought you were. And that's okay. We all make mistakes, but if you keep making them over and over again, then it's probably a problem. It's what I say in therapy. We all have a little bit of all the mental health issues. We all have a little OCD, a little anxiety, a little schizophrenia, OCD. We all have a little bit of everything. But when it impacts your functioning and you can't live your day-to-day life without the issues happening, then there's a problem. So maybe there's a problem. So our second topic is the Asian community has been attacked due to being blamed for the coronavirus. Someone was calling it the China virus. Some people of color stand in solidarity and some don't because of the negative treatment from Asians in the past. What are your thoughts on this? I'm curious to hear what y'all have to say about this because I get it. I get both sides, but I want to see what you guys saying. Think of this topic. And I actually went out there last Sunday to one of the sites where two of the shootings took place, the Aroma Spa and the was it Golden Spa or something like that? But anyway, Grand Spa or something like that. Yeah. But I went out there last week and did a little video out there in front of the area, and there was an actual I guess a ceremony going on to pay respects to the people who were deceased. You know, so I get it. What do you guys think? I don't see any comments yet. So are y'all thinking about it? What do you guys think about this topic? And so the thing that I think of when I think about this topic is, you know, when the Asians set up in Black communities, when you go into their little neighborhood stores, sometimes there was some, stereotyping there, some Golden Spa. Thanks, Karen. There was, you couldn't go in the store without being harassed in these little Asian stores. And, when Black Lives Matter, a lot of them weren't on the same page. So instantly what I thought about was the Asian stores and the Black communities where they were getting money from the Black communities or the people of color in those communities, but not really respecting them. And not all of them. I don't want to generalize, but just we know that those things happened up somewhere. And Tanil said it's definitely unfortunate and no one should be attacked for race, gender, or sexuality. It's just wrong. Exactly. It is sad, and which is why I stand in solidarity with them, it's in every race we all have. There's bad seeds. People don't treat each other right. There's racist people in all races. So it's like the NAACP representative said, we're not here to pick the races and who. We're just here for the injustices and the fight against those injustices. So I thought that was very well put. I forgot the guy's name, but that's why they represent it. Nicole Kelly said it's a hot topic and 50-50 in regards to people wanting to show support. I know what you meant, Nicole Kelly. Yeah. I'm going to support because I think we all, people of color and all minorities, have to someday realize we got to get together to fight against racism, or it's never going to go away. If we compartmentalize each race and everybody's fighting in their little race, in their little bubble, and nobody's ever getting together, we will never win this war of racism, if that's even possible. What do you guys think? Good stuff, though. Yeah, it really is, Tennille. I like that. It's definitely, a problem. It's definitely unfortunate, and no one should be attacked for race, gender, or sexuality. It's just wrong. Right. Leave people alone, But do you guys think this was triggered by the Trump administration? Do you think this is the residuals of that administration's calling this the China virus, which is now triggering people to feel like Asian people are creating, they created the coronavirus, which is totally nonsense. Yeah. And so let's just see. Oh, we got a lot of comments. Karen says it's heartbreaking. Karen says it's heartbreaking. I personally saw and know Asian brothers and sisters stand with Black people in solidarity. Me too, Karen. Well, we know we have some people in common that we know that support Black Lives Matter, and they support. So I'm there. It's sad and tragic beyond words. If we all show a little empathy for another, we'll get further. Yes, it was. Okay. And I think most Black people stand in solidarity with them and denounce hate, but we're giving the same energy that they gave us. We're still fighting our battle. Yes, everything was heightened because of him. Yeah, she's talking about Trump. Yeah. So most Black people, and I think most Black people do, but there's some that are saying, I don't know, why should we do that? Because they haven't always stuck with us. But what I'm confused with, and y'all help me out, where I keep hearing that they are saying that Black people attacked Asians. Have y'all seen that somewhere? That Black people attacked Asians during this whole process? I haven't seen that, but it seems like they were trying to blame Black people for attacking the Asian people. Yep, Tennille, I agree. That's what I said. What you don't realize, those words that you use when you're in charge, when you're in a position of authority, and the words that you put out, people are weak-minded, so they take everything you say as reality, and then they use that to defend their hate. And it's like, yeah, that's true. He said it, so it's reality. So now we got to hurry up and help, in that. I agree. Trump should be held accountable. He definitely started it. Started the fire and poured gasoline. Yes. And Karen says, growing up, I saw every kind of people of color being discriminated against. Yes. And that's why I said, if we ever want to really fight racism, all minorities and people of color have to get together to fight this. Fight it. Hey, Mike. And you're saying yes, Mike, to you. Do you think the past administration triggered all of this stuff and started all of this? Or are you saying, because I asked the question too, is are Black people, were Black people guilty of crimes against Asian people because of the coronavirus stuff? Let me know. Okay, Tanisha says, I'm in solidarity with the human race, period. no matter what color you are. But I did not like that some Asians refuse to sell black authentic hair in their stores. See, yeah, Tanisha, there's things like that that I knew that were out there that are why some black people are like, wait a minute, you know, they haven't been the best to us. So why should we, you know, chime in and be, you know, stand in solidarity with them? So I knew there were things out there, there were situations out there. So Mike says, but there's some of us who did, but not as many as the beige people. Gotcha. Okay. And I can see that. And it's just like some people are you know, all races. There's some people that were Trump supporters. And if they were listening to that and they took that advice, then yeah, I could see that happening. Yeah, I just hadn't seen any stories, but I kept seeing like people saying some black people did attack Asian people, and I'm like, well, I must have missed that whole thing. Awesome. So we had two topics. We skipped on to the second one. I don't know, Mike, if you saw the first one. I will put it back up. I will put both of them back up on the chat. So we covered two topics tonight. The first one was, would you continue to take relationship advice from relationship guru Derrick Jaxn? And also, why did social media attack his wife due to the way she was dressed? And then number two was, the Asian community has been attacked due to being blamed for the coronavirus. Some people of color stand in solidarity and some don't because of negative treatment from Asians in the past. What are your thoughts? And so most people on here were saying that they stand in solidarity with them. Like Tanisha said, she stands in solidarity with the human race. You know, there's always bad seeds in every race. And so that's why it's important for us not to generalize, meaning that you can't say, oh, all white people are racist, or all black people are thieves, or all Asians are smart, or, you know, all Hispanics have 10,000 people living in their house. All of those stereotypes are, you know, generalizations, which you can't do that with one race, because every race has a mixture of everything. And if people would really realize that, you know, but that's a part of what racism is, based on a lot of stereotypes, fake fear, fake news, all of those things. So good stuff, y'all. We are edging at the 50-minute mark, and I usually don't like to keep it that long. So anything else before we sign off? Great topics. Glad you guys joined this Friday. Again, like I said, you can send me topics. I picked these two topics because they were the hot topics of the week. I don't know how many times I logged on to social media and everybody was talking about Derrick Jaxn. Again, like I said, I didn't even know who he was until I had to go do some research and figure out he was supposed to be this relationship guru who has been going for long, selling books and all of that stuff. And then, of course, the Asian community attacks were right around the corner from my residence. So I went out there to check that out, which is still a sad situation, praying for the family and, you know, praying for, you know, our country, because we need healing. We need from racism and all that stuff. So no judgment. If you do have your opinion of your side of that fight, that's your opinion. Yes. And Karen says, yes, the past administration used racist words, terms, phrases in such heavy rotation to make their supporters believe that what they preach. Yes, Karen. And that's why I always tell people, when you're in charge, you really have to be careful of the things that you say, because you have a lot of people who take what you say as face value, even though you thinking you're up there joking or making some kind of, which is probably no joke. You intentionally did that. But what you say, people really take that stuff to heart and believe it and then act on it, you know, and not saying that it's their fault, but not saying that it's the administration's fault, but when you put that out there and you're in charge, you egg it on. And like I think Tennille says, you know, probably should be held responsible for that. But great show, guys. Great topics. Share this video so people can listen to it and make comments afterwards. Great topics tonight. Karen says she's moving over to Kevin Samuels' relationship advice. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there? Is there something wrong with Kevin Samuels, Karen? And I have to be honest, I don't even know who he is either. So I'm going to have to go look him up after this call to see who he is. But great stuff. Great. Glad y'all joined. Love how y'all give y'all opinions, whether you agree or disagree. We all kind of agreed that we probably wouldn't take any advice from Derrick Jaxn now because he seems to be a habitual cheater. Poor wife seems to just be very submissive, following everything that he says because probably sounds like she's religious. So her thought process is that, wife should follow what the man says and, those things like that. Oh, Kevin Samuels is something else. I'm going to have to check him out. Hopefully he won't end up in the news down the road. And we're all human, not judging. I'm not going to judge Derrick. He got his own issues that he needs to work through with his wife. But anyway, I keep going and going and going. Thank y'all. Happy Friday. Have a great night. Thank y'all for joining. And we'll talk to you next Friday, same time, either YouTube or Facebook Live. Have a great night. Goodbye.